To the stay on with me. Now, a U.S. immigration agent shot and injured a man and a woman in Portland, Oregon, prompting local officials to urge calm amid public anger following the fatal shooting of a woman in Minneapolis a day earlier. Now, the Department of Homeland Security said that the incident occurred during a targeted vehicle stop carried out by U.S. Border Patrol agents. Portland police confirmed that 2 people were hospitalized with gunshot wounds following a shooting involving federal agents, and their conditions remain unknown. The Department of Homeland Security said the driver of the vehicle attempted to use the vehicle as a weapon, leading an officer to fire a defensive shot. The passenger of the vehicle was the intended target of the stop, reportedly. The shooting took place near a medical facility. Aditya, what more can you tell us on this big story?
One woman was shot, dead by the ICE agents in the United States, and definitely one in Iowa and other in one other state of America. So indeed, post that, there have been protests against the Trump's policies or hard policies against immigration. And definitely, there was a video purportedly going, viral where, this woman who was shot by the ICE agents in America was, trying to run over these ICE agents, and definitely then this happened. And as per some reports, she was a mother of 2 children, who was killed in Iowa. So indeed, Vaishali, these attacks, these killings by the ICE agents has, in broad daylight, has raised some concerns among the common Americans as to what is happening in America, considering the fact is there have been demands by the several sections of Democrats that Kristi Noem, who is the head of the Department of Homeland Security, should resign because she hasn't been able to control this, and definitely it needs to be seen how things unfold in this scenario. Sally.
Aditya, we've been tracking since yesterday. Now, give us a little bit of a background on what exactly happened initially.
Well, absolutely, Vishali. If you see, a video which went viral, definitely these IC officer who shot women in Minneapolis was dragged and injured in traffic stop, So definitely his arm was pinned into a back window of a car as a suspect sped away, dragging him across the pavement for about 100 yards, according to the documents. The agent, who suffered injuries to his arm and hand, fired the taser at a man during the encounter, records show. So roughly 6 months later, the same officer faced another driver who hit the gas as he tried to stop her vehicle. This time he fired with his service weapon, killing 37-year-old Renee Nicole Good. So definitely, if you see, as authorities and lawmakers nationwide seek to untangle the circumstances behind this fatal shooting, Ross' actions during the incident last summer and his professional background are facing renewed scrutiny. Trump administration officials have cited that the June case as evidence that ICE agents face deadly threats that compel them to react with extreme force. Vishali.
All right, stay on with me, Aditya. Now, aides to the U.S. President Donald Trump held talks at the White House with envoys from Denmark and Greenland.